This is a Rogue Media Network production.
Welcome back to the show. You know, as we head into the hot summer days that are heading our way in Central Texas, protecting our skin becomes more and more important, from daily sun exposure to long-term risks like skin cancer. What we do now truly does matter. And today we're joined by an expert who brings both deep knowledge and a passion for helping patients stay healthy. Dr. Michael Martin Hatch is a board-certified dermatologist and dermatopathologist. Say it for me. You're a pathologist. That's the main thing, you know. You analyze what you guys are working with. But he's with Epiphany Dermatology and specializes in the evaluation and diagnosis and treatment of skin conditions, with, of course, a special focus on skin cancer. So your training spans a lot of leading institutions, including University of Texas at Austin, Texas Tech, University Health Sciences Center, School of Medicine, and the University of Alabama at Birmingham School of Medicine, where you completed both your dermatology residence and dermatopathology.
That's right.
Fellowship. Well, in addition to your clinical work, though, Dr. Hatch, you've contributed to research, which is really important, in publications in major journals focusing on dermatology. And when you're not caring for patients like myself, full disclosure, you are my physician, you enjoy traveling and hiking and running and all those outside things as well with your wife and 3 kids. So glad to have you here.
Thank you for having me. I'm
with us
glad
today.
To be here.
So what are some of the main things we need to focus on as we're about to head into the summer months here in Texas, where the sun is hot?
Yeah, well, like you said, I mean, the main thing is protecting your skin from the sun. And, you know, I think in general, we want people to go outside, to be outside. I think there's a lot of health benefits from that. There's mental health benefits from that. But just to do it in a safe way and protect your skin if you're going to be out, especially in the peak times of the day when the UV exposure is the highest. So that's things like sun protective clothing, sunscreen, all of those things help, prevent skin cancer down the line.
Yeah. What are some of the big mistakes that you see people making when it comes to skin protection?
Well, there's a couple. I'd say the most common one that I encounter with patients is that, they use a spray sunscreen and they kind of hold it, arm's length away and spray it into the air and then walk through it.
Kind of like putting on perfume.
Exactly. And that's really not how they're
designed
to be used. You're supposed to spray it much closer to your skin and then always rub it in to make sure that it's...
Okay.
Yeah, it's meant to be rubbed in even after you spray it. The spray is just to kind of make it easier to put on, but you are supposed to rub it in afterwards. And I'd say that's the most common mistake for sunscreen in general when they, do these studies to evaluate sunscreens and to come up with the SPF rating. The amount of sunscreen that is actually used in those tests is much higher than any normal person actually puts on. So people tend to under-apply sunscreen across the board, and then also they don't reapply it as frequently as they should.
What about, I'm a stickler for this. I buy fresh sunscreen every season, because if it's been in the cabinet for a while, does it lose its effectiveness or not?
Well, that's a good question. I think I worry less about it losing its effectiveness and more about just these products as they break down can, in some cases, especially if they're subjected to high heat, can develop harmful substances within them.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, that's not just for sunscreen, that's for all, products. And we don't really know at this point exactly what it takes to produce some of these harmful compounds. But in general, if it's been in the garage for several years, where it gets up super hot, it's probably worth throwing it out
Right.
and getting a new tube.
But even, I mean, I'm thinking even things, skincare, lotions and stuff like that, if they get old, is it the same kind of, because I mean, this is the biggest organ of the body is the skin, and we're absorbing all these things. Does it apply even to?
It does, and again, it's a function of time and the temperature at which
Heat,
it's stored. Yeah. So for most things, if you're using them in a reasonable time frame and they've been stored inside your house, you have nothing to worry about.
Okay.
But if you're storing things for a long period of time in your garage, like I said, that's where you might run into some
Right,
issues.
or if it's in your golf bag and it's
Yeah, exactly.
been sitting in the
Exactly.
trunk of the car. Yeah. So then that begs the question, all the numbers on these sunscreens, what do you recommend? What's the best? And for what ages? I know folks with kids are really concerned about protecting their little kiddos.
Well, I mean, the simple answer is the higher the better. But
Okay.
30 SPF is kind of a minimum, is a good rule to follow.
Okay.
And it's not hard to find. I think most sunscreens that you find in the drugstore or a grocery store are going to be at least 30. So it's not hard to find one that's at least 30. And, the issue is probably more so if you're going to be out at the lake, out at the pool, swimming, biking, exercising where you're sweating a lot. Just reapplying it to make sure that that sunscreen is still working and you're not getting exposed after you've been out for a while.
Well, and won't they usually say on the can how often you should reapply, or not?
Well, actually, I don't know. I don't know that I've seen that on the actual bottle of sunscreen, but it's hard to come up with a general rule because it's all situation specific. Again, if you're swimming, it's probably going to be more common or more frequent. I'd say as a general rule, in the peak hours of the day, hour and a half to 2 hours. But like for my kids, what I like to do is use a mineral sunscreen, which is the white ones that are kind of chalky.
And they kind of look like little ghosts running around?
Exactly. And when they stop looking like little ghosts, then you need to put more on because those actually are physically blocking the UV rays. And so when you can no longer see it at all, most of it is gone and you need to reapply.
Okay, well that's a good rule. So beyond sunscreen, how important are things like hats and long sleeves and sunglasses, all those things?
Well, I tell my patients that that's the best protection you can get. So if you can wear a big wide-brimmed hat or you're working out in the yard and you can put long sleeves on or there's so many options for sun protective clothing these days.
Yeah, now they have fabrics that boast that they're certain.
Absolutely.
UV, protective.
And that's what I prefer now. I don't like putting a bunch of sunscreen on as much as the next person. So I have a bunch of those sun protective shirts. That's what I prefer to use. And they have a bunch of good options now. So I think that's the best protection you can get in a situation where you can use it.
Yeah. My son even lives in Florida, and he has driving gloves that he wears if they're going on long trips, because I think sometimes you don't think about your hands being exposed to the sun.
Yeah.
Even though you're in an air-conditioned car, you feel fine, but yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. You don't think about sun exposure in the car a lot either. And for couples where, like, say, the man usually drives and the woman sits in the passenger seat, after years and years of the same behavior, we actually see more skin cancers and sun damage on like the left side of the face for the man and the right side of the face for the woman. So
yeah,
it adds up over many years.
Makes sense. And as we're talking about the head, it's always hard to remember, but the tops of the ears, because you may be wearing a hat, ball cap or whatever, and that is just as exposed as all get out.
Yeah, I have a lot of patients that, for example, men that have gone bald that wear a baseball cap everywhere, and they'll be getting skin cancers on their ears and their neck, and they'll say, but, I'll tell them to wear, they say I wear a hat everywhere, and I'm like, yes, but the hat is not protecting the side of your face and neck. So if you're going to use a hat as your only protection, it needs to be one of the wide brim hats that kind of gives you the full coverage.
Well, of course, here in Texas, or in the Southwest, period. Um, I mean, is it true that there is more skin cancer in this part of the country?
Yes, there is a higher incidence of skin cancer where there's more UV exposure, and that includes the South. But there's plenty of it all across the country. So I think people, we have longer days, and people are outside more, have more of the year that they can be outside in the sun, and so they're going to get more exposure over the course of their life, and need to take precautions because of that.
Well, when you look at skin, there are several kinds of skin cancers, right? I mean, we've all heard of the bad one is melanoma. What are some of the other ones that you look at that have to be addressed as well?
Well, the two other main ones are basal cell carcinoma and squamous cell carcinoma, which are much more common than melanoma. And, you're much more likely to get a basal cell or squamous cell than a melanoma. But they're a lot less aggressive, and so they're easily treatable for the most part. There are certain ones that can be more aggressive or in certain locations that are difficult to treat. But those are typically, as melanoma, you think of the irregular mole,
The
brown,
dark place, yeah, right.
Basal cells and squamous cells typically are pink or red in color, scaly, that sort of thing. I tell patients to watch out for any sort of sore or scab that just never heals. A pimple, once you reach a certain age, a pimple that just never goes away is suspicious and needs to be checked out. And so anything that feels almost sharp, it's scaly, but it feels almost very rough, almost like sandpaper, sharp, those type of things.
And so how do you treat that? What is the protocol for that?
Well, there's several treatment options. I'd say the standard treatment, or the most common treatment, is to excise them or cut them out. And so for somebody who gets a basal cell on their back, it's not going to be a huge life-changing ordeal to get it treated. We cut it out. You'll have a little line scar where we take it out. But otherwise, if it's excised with negative margins, has a very low recurrence rate, and so it's not going to end up causing them much trouble. The bigger issue is if you're somebody who has fair skin and you're getting multiple skin cancers. As you get older, the risk of skin cancer just goes up and up and up, and so if you're having to treat multiple skin cancers a year, that can become burdensome.
It's the kind of thing, though, that it needs to be checked. And you may notice something on yourself and think, oh, this is worrisome, or it hadn't gone away, or I'm going to call the doctor. But are there just like regular routine exams people should take advantage of?
Yes, I mean, there's not a clear guideline on this from any organization. I think at least in my practice, what I recommend is for the average healthy young person that isn't in an elevated risk category, either because of their genetics or because the number of moles that they have, things like that, they probably don't need an annual skin exam just for the sake of screening. I mean, we know that self-examination is more effective than an annual skin examination. So just keeping an eye on your own skin and coming in to see us if there's anything suspicious is a more effective intervention than screening the entire population once a year. But as you get older, and depending on your skin type, that does change. So people that have a history of skin cancer, that have extremely fair skin, if I can start to see the effects of UV exposure that have accumulated over time, those are the people that I start to recommend more frequent skin exams for. And if somebody has a high burden of sun damage or skin cancer, then we start to see them more and more frequently with some of our patients that are most in need, seeing them every 3 months, for example.
Oh, really? Well, and too, I mean, I tell my hairdresser, because I can't see my scalp, and then she's the one that's kind of dealing with the wet hair, and she could, if you see anything. So have you had any referrals because somebody's hairdresser
Oh,
saw
absolutely.
something?
Yeah, hairdresser, I mean, dentists, all kinds of referrals for that sort of thing. And really, for somebody that has super long hair, you know, I'll examine their scalp, but to really do like a full scalp examination, you almost need a hair dryer.
Yeah,
and able
to blow.
Yeah, to get a good look at everything.
Yeah.
So yes, I mean, hairdressers find things all the time.
Yeah, yeah. A lot more I want to talk to you about, Dr. Hatch, about skincare, and, you know, this summer's coming on us, you know, and it'd be great if all your patients, you know, come in and nobody has skin cancer, but sadly, that's not reality. But when we come back, we're going to talk more about this. Want to tell you, though, that today's show, well, we're talking about protecting the skin. Your furniture in your house needs protection too, and maybe you need new windows. And so Universal Windows Direct can help you with that. You can transform your home with our premium window, door, and siding installation services. Universal Windows Direct Central Texas makes upgrading your home simple and stress-free. Call Universal Windows Direct Central Texas today. They are located in Woodway. There is more of the show ahead. Stay with us.
It's the 2026 Heart of Texas Builders Association Parade of Homes, brought to you by the First National Bank of Central Texas. Tour a variety of homes at different price points, plus see the latest trends from beautiful kitchens to outdoor living spaces. See the latest colors and design patterns. This is your chance to walk through homes, meet the builders, and get inspiration for your own projects. The Heart of Texas Builders Association Parade of Homes, June 5th, 6th, and 7th, and June 13th and 14th. Tickets are available online or at any parade home. For more,
we're celebrating the declaration of deals at Allen Samuels in Waco. Right now, get $13,000 off a new Ram 1500 Lone Star, plus 2.9% for 72 months. Cash in on $13,000 off a new Ram 2500 Laramie Crew Cab, or choose 0% for 36 months, plus no payments for 90 days. Feel secure with America's best full-size truck powertrain 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty at Allen Samuels.
Come by, let's be friends.
What is
Western breezes vanish in the winter blues. When I need
It's the premier charity event of the year, the 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, presented by Ascension Providence. A fun evening filled with great food and drink, dancing, a spectacular auction, and more. This year's theme is Nashville Nights, Neon Lights, and Bullfights. Get your tickets now, donate, or be a sponsor. Help support the American Cancer Society to find a cure. The 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, October 24th at MCC Highlander Ranch. For more information, go to centraltexascattlebaronsball.org.
Like Alan Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Alan Samuels Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Cleanse your body of accumulated toxins and embark on your wellness journey at your own pace. At Global Healing, we provide premium supplements to help your body heal naturally. Start your healing journey today at globalhealing.com and organichemp.com.
Designed to elevate the off-road experience, enabling adventurers to conquer any terrain. For 50 years, you've trusted us on your toughest recoveries, to your most breathtaking destinations, and in countless unforgettable memories.
At 4U Health, we believe wellness and lab testing should be accessible, inclusive, and yes, fun. With our tech-powered at-home lab test, you save time and money while feeling your best. 4U Health. Visit 4uhealth.com today.
For anyone that's in the car buying mode or looking for a car right now or a truck, I would definitely come by Alan Samuels, get to know the people here like I have, how well I'm taking care of the dealership and how well, service and any kind of warranty issues and those sort of things. Because of the way they take care of me, it's made me a Ram driver. And so I don't think they'd want to go anywhere else if they came here.
Like Alan Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Alan Samuels Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Finance is evolving. Automation, data analytics, and AI are reshaping what finance teams do every single day. The best way to predict the future of finance is to be ready for it. If you want a head start, check out 365 Financial Analyst.
Earning an online certification is a quick and convenient way to gain industry-recognized credentials. Select your ACLS course. Print your ACLS certificate. You can print your certification wallet card. aclsnow.com.
Our patented handles were launched in 2018. We continue to push the boundaries of strength training. Join us in making your training more natural and effective. Visit Engels90.com to learn more and revolutionize your workout.
Cleanse your body of accumulated toxins and embark on your wellness journey at your own pace. At Global Healing, we provide premium supplements to help your body heal naturally. Start your healing journey today at globalhealing.com and organichemp.com.
If I had somebody that was looking for a car, I would definitely recommend Alan Samuels. the trust that I have, the care that they take. They genuinely want to take care of you. They really ask for your feedback when you go to the support department to make sure they're taking care of you in every way possible. So I really appreciate that they listen to your feedback.
Like Alan Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Alan Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Stay, I'm anchored down even while waves break. The world moves around us, I'm sure, but you're all that I'm seeing right now. If this were high, I wouldn't wanna come down. If this were fire, I'd pray it never burned out. If this were a dream, it'd be enough. I'd have all I need, fast asleep and in love. I'd stay under covers, I'd keep my shut. If this were a dream, I wouldn't want to wake up. I'll rewind, replay it over in my mind. When what's gold is gray, it'll still shine. Oh, like it's still mine. If this were a dream, it'd be enough. I'd have all I need, fast asleep and in love. I'd stay under covers, I'd keep my shut. If this were a dream, I wouldn't want to wake up. a lie. Don't you dare tell me the truth. If you weren't in my life, I'd be out there searching for you. If this were a dream, it'd be enough. I'd have all I need, fast asleep and in love. I'd stay under covers, I'd keep my shut. If this were a dream, I wouldn't want to wake up. Don't wake me up. Don't wake me up. Don't wake me up.
Like Alan Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Alan Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Earning an online certification is a quick and convenient way to gain industry-recognized credentials. Select your ACLS course. Print your ACLS certificate. You can print your certification wallet card. aclsnow.com.
Our patented handles were launched in 2018. We continue to push the boundaries of strength training. Join us in making your training more natural and effective. Visit Engels90.com to learn more and revolutionize your workout.
Cleanse your body of accumulated toxins and embark on your wellness journey at your own pace. At Global Healing, we provide premium supplements to help your body heal naturally. Start your healing journey today at globalhealing.com and organichemp.com.
Designed to elevate the off-road experience, enabling adventurers to conquer any terrain. For 50 years, you've trusted us on your toughest recoveries, to your most breathtaking destinations, and in countless unforgettable memories.
At 4U Health, we believe wellness and lab testing should be accessible, inclusive, and yes, fun. With our tech-powered at-home lab test, you save time and money while feeling your best. 4U Health. Visit 4uhealth.com today.
For anyone that's in the car buying mode or looking for a car right now or a truck, I would definitely come by Alan Samuels, get to know the people here like I have, how well I'm taking care of the dealership and how well, service and any kind of warranty issues or those sort of things. Because of the way they take care of me, it's made me a Ram driver. I said I don't think they'd want to go anywhere else if they came here.
Like Alan Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Alan Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Finance is evolving. Automation, data analytics, and AI are reshaping what finance teams do every single day. The best way to predict the future of finance is to be ready for it. If you want a head start, check out 365 Financial Analyst.
And we are back with Dr. Michael Martin Hatch. And you, as a dermatologist, are helping folks, seeing patients every day and helping them make sure their skin is healthy. What kind of led you into this branch of medicine?
Well, so like you said, I do dermatology and dermatopathology. So I look at
Dermatopathology. I've got to learn that.
There you go. You get it by the end.
By the end, I'll say it right.
So I look at skin biopsy specimens under the microscope to make diagnoses.
Mm-hmm.
And what I really enjoy about being in dermatology and doing dermatopathology is it's kind of unique in medicine in that we get to take patients from, the very beginning of diagnosis all the way through completing the treatment, just in our office. And I get to take care of every part of that process, So I see them, I do the biopsy, I look at the biopsy, I remove the skin cancer, I look at the margins to make sure it's removed. So I've kind of taken the entire treatment process from start to finish. And off the top of my head, I can't think of anywhere else in medicine where you get to do that entire process as one person taking care of the patient.
Yeah, that's neat. And Epiphany, let's talk a little bit about Epiphany Dermatology. How long have you been with them?
I've been there almost 5 years now.
Okay, and they have several offices, correct?
They do. So don't quote me on the exact numbers because it's changing all the time, but I believe we are in 20 different states now.
Oh, wow.
And have something like, I want to say it's 300 offices. Again, I can't remember, if it's 300 providers or 300 offices, but somewhere in that general ballpark. So pretty big organization now. Yeah,
medicine has changed a lot, from just having, one or two dermatologists in town, and they had their practice. Mm-hmm. So this is, it's interesting. So you're from Texas originally? I know you went to UT, Texas Tech, and.
That's right. Yeah, I grew up in Austin.
In Austin,
actually.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, so I guess it was kind of a no-brainer to stick with UT, right?
Yeah, I grew up a Texas Longhorns fan, and I actually only applied to one school, which was UT, and I was either going there or I was going to take a year off and do something else. I don't know, but fortunately I got in, and had a great experience there. And then my wife, her family is all from Lubbock, and my extended family is also all from Lubbock. Both my mom and my dad were raised there, so Texas Tech was kind of an obvious choice for medical school, and had a great experience there.
Yeah, they have a great medical school. Our firstborn child was born at Texas Tech Medical School there in Lubbock. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So it's a wonderful part of the state as well. But I mean, obviously, you as a dermatologist have seen, just how brutal the Texas sun can be, and we've talked about protecting with those sunscreens and how important that is. But just from a little bit more of just a cosmetic standpoint, what kind of advice do you give to women for just caring for their skin in general over the years?
Yeah, well, it's, it actually, there's a lot of overlap there. Because we know that UV exposure accelerates the aging of your skin. So there's all kinds of things that you can do, cosmetically to reverse aging. But to me, it makes sense if you're going to spend money on that sort of thing. It's kind of like the ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Like the first step is to have good sun protection practices so that we slow that aging process down as much as possible. But beyond that, I am sort of a minimalist, I guess I would say, or I like the treatments that I recommend to be very cost effective, because there are all kinds of products that are all good products, but they're very expensive. And I think that you can get, a lot of the benefit of those products at a much lower cost. So the principal ingredients would be a retinoid or retinol, which you can get cheaply. And then beyond that, it's antioxidants like vitamin C, which again, you can find in products that are less expensive, nicotinamide, those sort of things. So there are a couple over-the-counter products that have those ingredients in them. CeraVe makes one that you can get just at any Walgreens for about a quarter of the cost of an expensive cosmeceutical product.
Yeah.
I tend to use some compounding pharmacies that put all of these ingredients together and are maybe a little bit more than CVS, but still substantially less than, a branded cosmeceutical product.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because there's a wide range of prices. And if you go to the department store and, so you're saying it's really more read the ingredients
Absolutely. I
on
think
it.
that the increase in price a lot of times is not due to higher quality ingredients, but more is invested into the way that the product looks, the way that
or the
it
packaging.
feels, the way that it smells, which, if you want to
Yeah.
pay the premium for all those things, then I say go for it. But
Yeah.
you should at least know that there's an option to use something that's maybe doesn't feel quite as good, but you're still going to get a lot of the same benefits from.
So what about things like laser treatments and things like that for spots, sunspots and things like that? I mean, does your office do that, or is
We
that?
don't have any laser devices,
okay.
and I don't do a whole lot of cosmetic
Right.
procedures. I'm mainly
No
medical.
Botox there.
Well, I do Botox.
You do Botox? Okay.
Mainly, yeah, just for patients that I have. But most of the time, I'm seeing them for some medical concern, and then they ask me about it while they're there. But that would Botox is the main cosmetic procedure that we do. We do microneedling, but we don't have any device. We don't have any laser devices. I do think that lasers are very effective and can be used for a lot of great applications. I just personally do more medical dermatology than cosmetic procedures.
It's been years since I did but when I was in television, I did Botox. And my dermatologist, he's retired now, but it's funny when I think about, I was always so worried that something would go awry and I wouldn't do the exercises and do all the things after the injections happened, that I'd have a droopy eye.
Yeah.
That's going to be look really bad on TV.
Yeah.
And thankfully, no issues with that. But he told me, he said, it's like making those muscles atrophy after a time. And anyway, it's been years since I felt the need to do it, but I'm a proponent of it. I did one time do a filler kind of a thing, and I did not have a good experience with that. So what do you think about those kind of things?
I mean, I think Botox is great. It's expensive, and you have to sort of maintain it. It lasts 3 to 4 months, depending on the person and the dose that you use. But it's very effective, and it's also very safe. I mean, there are complications that can happen. Your eyelid can get dropped and that sort of thing. But the good news about any potential complications is they're all temporary, because it does eventually wear off in 3 to 4 months. Yeah,
after a while.
Yeah, and it's very effective. As for fillers, there are people that's the entire emphasis of their careers is optimizing those sort of things. And I think the people that do that are very effective at it, and in the right hands can have incredible results. The biggest issue that I see is, if you don't know, then going to somebody who's inexperienced or is not following the appropriate safety procedures, or not at least counseling you on the potential complications, because there are more significant complications that can result from filler injection. I think that's where you can run into trouble with it.
Well, no, Dr. Gordere, he made me a believer in, you need a physician who's gone to medical school and understands where all those muscles are and where that needs to go. Going to, a beauty shop or something. I mean, some places you can get Botox a lot of places. So anyway, I know we're kind of off track a little bit. I did not know you also did Botox in the office. That's kind of good to know.
Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, so if we could leave folks though with a few key habits for the summer months, what would they be, Dr. Hatch?
Well, for people that work outside, I do think a daily sunscreen, like moisturizer with sunscreen that you put on your face every day, is a good idea. For people that work inside and don't spend a lot of time outside, I'm less aggressive in that recommendation. If you're just driving to work, you're inside, you drive home, on most days, you probably don't need a daily sunscreen, in my opinion. Some people feel otherwise, but so I would say daily sunscreen for people that are outside. Everything we talked about, sunscreen, sun protective clothing. I will say I've had enough of these conversations where I tell this to people and they're like, listen, I'm just not going to do that. It's not in my personality. I don't like the way sunscreen feels.
Or I
don't like to
tan.
wear. Yeah.
I tan easily, so yeah.
So for those people, I say, all right, well, we can compromise on, let's focus on the most important area, which is your head and neck, and to a certain extent, your lower legs. And wear a hat, or at least just put sunscreen on your face and neck and ears, because those are the places where a skin cancer can be problematic to treat, can be disfiguring to treat, and that sort of thing. So focus on the high yield areas if you're not going to do it all.
Yeah, and I've heard of some. I think it was something on TV where there's a different treatment for skin cancer that is not aggressively cut out. And what do you think about that?
Well, that's actually a pretty controversial topic.
Yeah, I figured it was.
In the dermatology world
Yeah,
right now.
I figured it was.
I'll just give you my opinion on it. I think that it can be a good treatment for people, but its optimal use case is pretty narrow. So I wouldn't routinely recommend it for most of my patients.
Yeah.
I do think that there are some that benefit from it, but I don't see enough of a use case for it that makes sense for us to have the treatment. Because again, it's going to be a very small percentage of people that I think are truly going to benefit from the superficial radiation therapy.
Okay, well, interesting, because I did see that. I thought, oh, this is something new. Well, if folks have any questions, and I've just noticed as I've aged, my skin has changed. It's thinner. All that kind of thing. But still, we want to be outside in the sun some. You need vitamin D. It's good for you. So there's just a balance in life. But if there are any questions that you have, call your doctor, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's the right thing to do. And if you've never had a skin exam, then by all means come in, get an examination, and we can talk about all these things and what makes sense for each individual person.
Yeah, just don't let it go. If there's something suspicious, don't ignore it.
Absolutely. Like I said, if you catch a basal cell early in most locations, it's going to be easy to treat. It's not going to be a huge problem. It's not going to be difficult to treat. If you let something go, the bigger it gets, the more problematic it becomes to treat. And for melanomas, the longer you let it go, the more dangerous it becomes. Again, melanomas, like melanoma in situ, is kind of the earliest stage of melanoma. And at that stage, it's similar in that we cut it out, we get clean margins, we essentially consider you cured at that point. Like there's not much risk in melanoma in situ. And we think that for most melanomas, they stay in that stage for a long time, and then they eventually become invasive melanomas, and that's where it can be dangerous.
And is it worse if it's on the extremities as opposed to like the fleshy part of the body, or?
I don't know that it's higher risk. It does, like, for example, on the lower legs become more difficult to treat because generally wounds on your lower legs heal poorly, and you just don't have as much skin laxity there. So when we cut it out, we have to sew it back up together.
Yeah.
And somewhere where you have some skin laxity, like you can pinch your skin, it's not that hard. Somewhere where you try to pinch your skin and there's nothing there, then it becomes more difficult, and the wounds just tend to heal.
Right.
Be more difficult to heal.
Well, we want folks to be safe and enjoy the sun, enjoy the fact that we're in Texas, but certainly take care of their skin for sure. Thank you, Dr. Hatch. And so folks can reach you at Epiphany Dermatology?
Yep, Epiphany Dermatology Waco. We got a website. It's got our phone number on there and everything. And
yeah,
absolutely.
If you want a little Botox, she'll take care of it too. Thank you so much. Stay with us. There is more of the show ahead.
It's the premier charity event of the year, the 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, presented by Ascension Providence. A fun evening filled with great food and drink, dancing, a spectacular auction, and more. This year's theme is Nashville Nights, Neon Lights, and Bullfights. Get your tickets now, donate, or be a sponsor. Help support the American Cancer Society to find a cure. The 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, October 24th at MCC Highlander Ranch. For more information, go to centraltexascattlebaronsball.org.
For anyone that's in the car buying mode or looking for a car right now or a truck, I would definitely come by Alan Samuels, get to know the people here like I have, how well I'm taking care of the dealership and how well, service and any kind of warranty issues or those sort of things. Because of the way they take care of me, it's made me a Ram driver. And so I don't think they'd want to go anywhere else if they came here.
Like Alan Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Alan Samuels Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Earning an online certification is a quick and convenient way to gain industry-recognized credentials. Select your ACLS course. Print your ACLS certificate. You can print your certification wallet card. aclsnow.com.
Our patented handles were launched in 2018. We continue to push the boundaries of strength training. Join us in making your training more natural and effective. Visit Engels90.com to learn more and revolutionize your workout.
Cleanse your body of accumulated toxins and embark on your wellness journey at your own pace. At Global Healing, we provide premium supplements to help your body heal naturally. Start your healing journey today at globalhealing.com and organichemp.com.
Designed to elevate the off-road experience, enabling adventurers to conquer any terrain. For 50 years, you've trusted us on your toughest recoveries, to your most breathtaking destinations, and in countless unforgettable memories.
Finance is evolving. Automation, data analytics, and AI are reshaping what finance teams do every single day. The best way to predict the future of finance is to be ready for it. If you want a head start, check out 365 Financial Analyst.
At 4U Health, we believe wellness and lab testing should be accessible, inclusive, and yes, fun. With our tech-powered at-home lab test, you save time and money while feeling your best. 4U Health. Visit 4uhealth.com today.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
High heel walking in a concrete jungle, pounding that pavement just to make a dime. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Feeling disconnected and it ain't no wonder, 'cause I don't ever get to go and play outside, and I'm feeling uncomfortable. I need to touch grass. I want a time machine so I can take me back to barefoot days. Mama's on the front porch, supper's on the table, finding ways. Stretch summertime nights while the streetlights came on, wild and free we Used to go river floating, now I'm swimming upstream. I traded 4 leaf clovers for a 401k. Used to make good travel, now I'm making ends meet. And nobody in the city even knows my name. And now I'm feeling uncomfortable, going out of my mind. I'd give anything to go back in time to barefoot days. Mama's on the front porch, supper's on the table, finding ways to stretch summertime nights while the streetlights came on. Wild and free, we'd roam like a firefly light show. I'm still chasing those barefoot days. Barefoot days, not a cloud in the sky, not a care on earth. Finding ways to kick our shoes off, get our feet in the dirt. Barefoot days, mama's on the front porch, supper's on the table. Finding ways, stretch summertime nights while the streetlights came on. Wild and free, we'd roam like a firefly light show. I'm still chasing those barefoot days.
It's our declaration of deals, and savings are moving fast at Allen Samuels Jeep in Waco. Get a 2026 Jeep Wrangler Sport for just $32,990, or take $10,000 off a 2026 Jeep Grand Cherokee Summit. Or qualified buyers can get 0% APR for 36 months and no payments for 90 days. Don't stand still. Drive today. Allen Samuels.
Come by, let's be friends.
It's the 2026 Heart of Texas Builders Association Parade of Homes, brought to you by the First National Bank of Central Texas. Tour a variety of homes at different price points, plus see the latest trends from beautiful kitchens to outdoor living spaces. See the latest colors and design patterns. This is your chance to walk through homes, meet the builders, and get inspiration for your own projects. The Heart of Texas Builders Association Parade of Homes, June 5th, 6th, and 7th, and June 13th and 14th. Tickets are available online or at any parade home. For more information, go to wacohomeparade.com.
Somebody that was looking for a car, I would definitely recommend Allen Samuels. The trust that I have, the care that they take, they genuinely want to take care of you. They really ask for your feedback when you go to the support department to make sure they're taking care of you in every way possible. So I really appreciate that they listen to your feedback.
Like Allen Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Polo Neuro is a new kind of wearable that helps your body recover from stress, that helps you calm down and feel better. You sleep better, and you can get back to being yourself. Learn more at apolloneuro.com.
I had a panic moment running my hands through my hair, and that's when I found Keeps. Keeps gave me the results that I was really looking for.
I definitely felt a lot more confident once I saw my hair coming back.
Keeps has given me the control of my hair back.
Get your first month free at Keeps.com.
It's not just a glove, it's a 44 Pro. Crafted with dedication, made for performance, and built to last. Get your custom glove today at 44pro.com and experience the 44 Pro difference. That's 44pro.com, 44 Pro.
This is a Rogue Media Network production.